Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Sit Down on the 30th of August 2020. I'm about ready for a brand new month and lots of new things that are coming. I'm sorry if I look awful because I feel like I look really tired and like I have like bags under my eyes. I don't feel as awful as I look, so I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. But I had an idea of what I wanted to talk about this morning, and I wanted to talk about burnout and motivation. And then the more I thought about it, the more I wanted to talk more to those of you who haven't really been doing Scentsy a whole lot the last few months. Or the last, 6 months. How long has it been since March? I don't even know, probably close to that. This is what, the 8th month, so 5 or 6 months. So, when COVID started, when quarantine started, people had a decision to make, and it was whether or not they were going to work their Scentsy business. And all of us went into it not knowing that it was going to be our biggest sales months ever in the history of Scentsy. In case you didn't know, we have already surpassed 2019's sales, like the whole year. We've already surpassed those sales. And this is August. We have how many more months left in the year, right? Like 5 months left. So, I can't do math. I don't even know. Anyways, point is, that's a lot of sales. And so, for me anyway, my worry was, okay, what if I can't sell anything? What if nobody wants to buy because either they don't have the money or, what if Scentsy gets shut down? What if our warehouses can't ship Scentsy anymore? What if we can't get anything in because a lot of our fragrance oils come from out of the U.S.? What if we can't, even the things that we make in the U.S., which is body, our bars are poured in the U.S., I want to say laundry too, could be wrong on that. But the point is, what if we can't even make any more Scentsy? So what if, even if we can ship Scentsy, we deplete all of our storage, if anyone buys, and then we have no Scentsy to sell? Nobody knew what was going to happen when we came into this. So not only do you have that side of it, you also have multiple other sides of it, because you have people like me who are essential, whatever that means. I don't really like to say that for any job, because all jobs are essential in my eyes. But point is, you had people that were deemed essential who had to work, but those people who are working may have an overload of work because they don't have, some people are out because of COVID, some people are taking leave, some people are sick, some people didn't want to come to work because of COVID, and then you also have, maybe they have an overload of work because of what they do, nurses, anything like that, right? Anything in a hospital. But then, here's another side of it. You've also got people who are out of work because they were not deemed essential. So, what are you going to do, right? So if you're one of those people who didn't have a job, who you were out of work, or you had extremely reduced hours, then the thing you would want to do is work your Scentsy business. But we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know if we were going to have a Scentsy business to work, right? We didn't know if we were going to have product to sell. We didn't know if we were going to have people to ship it out. We didn't know anything. And I'm sure there are many more, facets that I could explain, different points of view from different people that have, that's happened. But those are just the three that I've seen firsthand. I guess you could say, not firsthand, but I through this whole thing, I've had a job and I've had to work way harder. Not only because of people being out, although that was part of it. For a long time, we had 2 people out in our department of 5 people, so we had to take over their work, and there was a lot of work to do. And then at this point, we are so busy because I work at a bank. We merged with another bank, so we took on so many more customers. And it's a bank, you know, you have to stay open, you have to be there to meet your customers' needs, whatever. So at this point, we still have 5 people in our department. Luckily, those other 2 people have been able to come back to work, but now we have so much more work because we have a lot more customers, and we haven't hired anybody in to help us, so it's just us doing a ton more work, right? So that's my firsthand point of view. And of course, my husband works at the post office, so he's been at work. And then, again, I've seen people that I know who have lost their jobs. And then, again, we have this business that we already started, and we're like, whether you were new or you had been with Scentsy for a while, none of us knew what was going to happen. So the point I'm trying to make is we didn't know that these were going to turn into our biggest months ever. And we didn't know, so we each made a decision whether we were going to work our business during this time or not. Whether our decision was based on working a lot more than normal, or working a lot less than normal, or not wanting to try to sell to people because we knew that a lot of people were out of jobs. A lot of people made the decision that they didn't want to try to sell to people because they knew that a lot of people were out of jobs. And while I think we need to be conscious of that, absolutely 100%, and don't, badger people who don't have a job to buy, like you wouldn't do that anyway, right? I think we also had to be conscious that this is a business, and if we stop, I'll get to that in a second. We also had to be conscious that there were many people who were still working because they were considered essential. Not to mention, we have a lot of people who are at home who were still getting paid and needed the smell goods for their homes, right? But again, when we first started this, we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know that there was going to be a ton of people wanting Scentsy. So, for me, my decision was to continue to keep selling and to continue to keep trying to build my business. And at first, I think I kind of toned down a little bit my marketing on my regular page a little bit. But I also knew, for me, that if I just stopped selling Scentsy then during this time, then, and later on I saw something that made me understand even more so why I did it this way. Later on I saw something that said if you stop selling Scentsy when things get tough, then one of the biggest things that I say, and that a lot of people in Scentsy say, is our customers need to know, like, and trust us. And trust is a big part of it. Not only are you dealing with their money, of course, but you're also dealing with, being a reliable person that they can count on when they need Scentsy. And I know some of you may be like, well, okay, Scentsy is wax and warmer. It's like, okay, whatever. People don't need Scentsy. No, people don't need Scentsy. But they do need laundry detergent. They do need hand soap. They need cleaning products. They also need a sense of normalcy in this crazy, crazy time, right? I think at this point we're slowly, finally moving toward a place where either people are tired of quarantine and tired of not being able to live their lives, or we're just trying to get back to some sort of a normal, because it's been so different so long. Even if normal looks a little different for a time, I think eventually things are going to go back to our regular life. You know, we're not going to be wearing masks everywhere. We're not going to be keeping our kids home from school. We're not going to be, insert whatever you want to insert there, right? But I think that as far as trust goes, you already know, I'm sure many of you, if not all of you, have had at least one customer say, I'm so glad I found you because my Scentsy consultant doesn't sell anymore. Mine quit, right? Well, that's where the trust comes in. So when the going gets tough, are you going to keep going? And I want you to understand something. I'm addressing this to the people who, dare I say, didn't keep going. And I want to tell you that I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to say that I am judging you for not going forward, for not moving forward. And I'm not trying to say that you should have, because I don't know what your life looks like. And it's 100% your decision. And Scentsy made a way for you to stay a consultant even if you didn't work your business, because they know we're in the middle of a pandemic, right? And they had stipulations in the Scentsy standards to not cancel out consultants during crazy world events. That's why nobody's been canceled for the last, 6 months. Because they know that in the middle of an event, of a pandemic or a world event like this or whatever, that different consultants are going to make different choices. And I think there's nothing wrong with that at all. Whether you've been too busy with your work, with your family, with other things, with your health, whatever it may be. Whether maybe you made the decision just to not sell for a while because you really didn't feel like you should sell when all this was going on. That's perfectly fine. That's the great thing about it. It's your business and it's your decision. But what I want to talk about, and I'm going to get away from all this doom and gloom I've been talking. Geez, I'm depressing myself. What I want to talk about, though, is getting back into it. Because, like I said, I think we're getting to a point now where, no, things are not back to normal, but things are making their way there. And I'm not in any way saying that it's not a big deal anymore. I'm not saying that, people are still not out of work. I'm not saying that at all. And I hope you know that I'm not saying that. And I hope you know that I'm also not saying that businesses are not going out of business, that, bad things are still not occurring from all that we've been through, because I'm not. What I am saying, though, is that eventually we all have to get back to life. And maybe it's not your time right now. This is for you to decide. This is just me putting out there ways for you to get back into it, and the idea that maybe you should at least start thinking about getting back into it. So take this with a grain of salt if you want to, if you haven't sold in a while, or don't listen at all. But the beauty of it is, it's up to you.
What just happened?
Yeah, Dolly chewed up everything, huh?
What did she do?
She chewed up the pillow.
She's silly.
Yeah, she's silly. Will you go back in with Daddy for a few minutes?
I just want to stay out here for a little while.
Well, go get your tablet and come out here if you want to. But you gotta be quiet because I'm talking, okay? I love you. What? Alright, you gotta be quiet, okay? Oh, Daddy wants you. Oh, you're gonna go in the garage with Daddy?
Ooh.
Ooh.
We need to go right now.
Okay, go help Daddy. Shut the door, please. Thank you. So anyways, this is just me putting out there the idea that maybe you get back into it. Especially if maybe you've already been thinking about it and you just don't know how to do it, right? I think we've all had some kind of time with this, whether it's been a hard time, an easy time, whatever. I think we've all had probably more of a hard time with this, with everything going on. But if you decided that you didn't want to sell for a few months, I'm not judging you in any way, shape, or form at all. No way. This is not me here judging you. This is me saying, hey, if you want to get back into Scentsy, I'm here to help you. I have set up coaching calls. I have a Calendly, it's very hard to say, account. It's an app that helps you schedule things. And I have a link in the announcements in here in the group, where if you want to set up a coaching call with me, feel free to do so, especially if you're getting back into the business. It's for anybody, but especially if you're getting back into the business and you haven't sold Scentsy for a while, but you want to kind of get back into it. Set up a coaching call with me. All you do is go in there, pick your time slot. We're going to do like 15-minute time slots to just kind of get you a short call. We get things, figured out, where we want to start, what we want to do, and then we'll set another one for the next week or in 2 weeks, whatever works for you. But as long as we're consistent with it and we continue to build on our plans, then we can get you back in there. Or again, if you've been a consultant for a while, if you've been, selling Scentsy and you want to do coaching calls to, just move up in your business, then that's fine. Build on the calls as we go. But I have those set up and I have those available because I want you guys to know that I'm here for you, and I will make time for, getting with you guys one-on-one. Let's see here. There are a couple of different resources that we have. We have Workstation that has some training in there as far as, starting your business. You could go back to the new consultant training even and make your list of 100 and start at the top and work your way down. Hey, would you like to do an online party? They're really booming right now. Scentsy doing really great. I want to know if you want to earn some free and half price Scentsy, and I also want to know if you want to help your friends stock up, right? We just got our new fall winter catalog out, new stuff, all great, all amazing. September's coming, so as we all know, like today feels like fall here. I don't know if it's like maybe 75, 80 degrees here, but normally it's in the 90s, so it feels really, really good today. And I walked out here and it felt like fall, right? And I think last month a lot of people were still like, okay, well, it's summer, like why y'all trying to sell fall, right? Like, don't get me wrong, my sales were great, and all of our sales have been great this month. We're at over 28,000 GWV this month, which is over $30-some thousand of Scentsy that has been sold this month. So awesome, by the way. But September's really when people get in the fall feeling, right? Another couple of great places, YouTube. Search how to bring in new customers for Scentsy, or search Scentsy in general, and you're going to get a ton of hits on that. The Elevate group is really good. Elevate, maybe it's the page, I can't remember. One of them's a page and one of them's a group, but it's Elevate and United We Rise. Both of them are really good. Come on, password. Okay. As far as getting back into it, so first of all, first step, let's just go from there. First step, log into your workstation. Log into your workstation and check out the news tab. Within the last few months, we have had a lot of products go on back order or that have been sold out for a little while. Well, back order mostly. And we have they've even kind of changed up our product status list a little bit. It stays at the top of our news tab, and it tells you what's out. If it's out of stock, it'll tell you there. It'll tell you why it's out of stock, and it'll also tell you the estimated date for when it's going to be back in the warehouse. Our websites have been updated for that, along with, if you haven't been selling Scentsy for a few months, you might not know this, but on our websites now, where we could view our catalog before, the catalog is now a digital shoppable catalog, and it does reflect items that are on back order or whatever. It'll tell you on the catalog or tell your customers on the catalog. So if you haven't been in Scentsy for a while and you want to send out catalogs to your customers, but you don't want to spend the money because you haven't been making money with Scentsy, good way to do that is to go to your website. Well, first of all, do you have a website? If you don't, personally, I say bite the bullet and spend $10 on your website. It's $10, even if you just do it for 1 month to see how it works out for you. So you buy your website. It's what, $10.60 with tax. And then you go to the very bottom of your website. It says view our catalog. Tap that or click that, whatever, if you're on a tablet or whatever. And then copy the link in your address bar. And you can send that to as many people as you want, and they can all shop the catalog right there. And it's super neat for them to be able to flip through that catalog online, and you had to pay $10.60 for your website, right? But that's amazing. Now, if you don't want to pay for your website and you still want people to be able to see the catalog, guess what? You can do that too. And that's really cool too, because all you have to do is go to your workstation. Actually, if you go in our group right here and you search catalog, I think the first one that comes up is a link of the brand new catalog. And you go to the catalog, click the link, and then again copy the link out of your address bar and send it to people. It's not going to be as aesthetically pleasing or shoppable like the other one is. It's on your website, but you don't have to pay for it either. And you still can share with as many people as you want to, and they can check out that catalog. So really neat. That's a free way to do it. If you don't want to spend any money to get back into your Scentsy business, that's your number one way to do it. Now, I have also, of course, we can get testers, right? Personally, and this is just me, this is what I've been doing. It's up to you if you want to do this, but I think it's a good way to do it. For the new releases that we've got, the ones that have never been out before, I earned it in my Grow with the Flow incentive. But if you buy the 10 new bars that we have, make felt samples out of them, you're going to get probably minimum 40 felt samples per bar, right? That's amazing. But you can make those felt samples, and then you've got samples to send out to your people. So if you're still wanting to do the social distancing thing, or even you keep a set of them for yourself and take them to work if you're still going to work, or you do the party pack idea. Party pack idea, I'll kind of briefly explain it, and I'm just going to tell you the cheapest way to do it, okay? Cheapest way to do it is we have the stickers, but I like the felt sample idea better because you can get more out of it, and I think it's probably a lot cheaper too, because you buy 6 for $30 and then you pay $17 for 3 and then 6 for the other. So you're going to save money either way. Plus, hint hint, you're going to get PRV on it, so you're going to get paid 20 or 25% back on it too. So there's that. So you make your felt samples, you put them in an envelope. You can do like a large envelope if you want to, and you send it for $1, or you send it with tracking. That's up to you. But you can do 10 of the new samples. If you do them in a large envelope and you want to send it for $1, make sure that you put them in a not in a clear envelope. Make sure it's like a white one or something that they can't see through. And I would also put in some kind of piece of paper, even just a regular piece of paper if you don't have any catalogs or anything like that. Put in a piece of paper, fold it, put the things inside it. That way when even if you write a little note on it, hey, such and such, enjoy these samples, let me know what you think of them. And you can send those to people who used to be your customers, or you can even have someone host a party for you. Just ask somebody who used to host for you, say, hey, can I interest you in hosting a party? I'm getting back into Scentsy and I'm super excited about it. I also have some samples that I'd like to send out to you and your, top 5, top 10 people, so you can sniff before you buy. And I think that'll really help you with your party as well. And you can send those out to them. Check with them a few days later, make sure they got them, and just do a little Facebook party for them. But they'll still be able to smell the scents. It's not just them, you know. Sorry, there was a hair. There's a dolly hair. It's not just them looking at things on Facebook. They also get to sniff. Again, if you want to do it totally free and you don't want to have to worry about samples or anything like that, at least not right now until you've got back into your Scentsy business, you can do that. All you have to do is ask one of your hosts who used to host for you, say, hey, I've got a couple slots open for Facebook parties. I'm trying to get back into Scentsy after everything that's gone on. And I wondered if you would want to host for me and show off all this great new Scentsy that we have. We have a whole new catalog, bunch of new scents, and I think it would be really good for you to get some free and half off Scentsy, right? They don't necessarily have to smell before they buy either, because, you know, Scentsy speaks for itself anyway. Everybody knows Scentsy's amazing. Plus, you may have people who want these new warmers that we've got that are beautiful, by the way. Just saying. The Deja Vu is my favorite, the little cow. I think that's my favorite. I really do. So I'm trying to show you two sides of it, because you don't have to spend money to be a consultant at all. You really don't. Your workstation's free, so anything that you want to share from Workstation is free, like your catalog. If you want to input orders on Workstation, guess what? That's free. You don't have to spend money to do so. The host rewards are free. You don't have to pay for them. Scentsy does that for you. And then maybe next month, after you've got your first couple of parties out of the way, one $200 party is what? I'm trying to think here. I know with 20%, it is, where's my calculator? Is there a calculator on here? No? Okay, I must have deleted my calculator. Anyways, for an essential consultant, 20% of your $200 party, which is the minimum to qualify, is $40. That's $40. That's a lot of money. Like, I know it's not a lot, like, in the grand scheme of things, like your paycheck or whatever, but it's still a lot of money. It's $40, right? That's enough to go get maybe your nose, maybe your toes and your nails done, right? So, oh, I looked over and there were deer jumping across my yard. It was like a scene from, I don't know, Bambi. It was weird. Anyways, I'm easily distracted. You guys probably know that by now. Let's think here. Okay, Jessica, focus. What have we talked about so far? We talked about sharing the catalog for free. We talked about hosting a party, or, well, you know, setting up a party for someone to host for free. Here's the other side of it. You don't have to get anybody to host for you if you don't want to. You could just go online on your Facebook page, even if it hasn't been active for a while, or on your regular page and say, hey guys, I'm hosting a Scentsy party because I'm trying to get back into Scentsy, and I want to know if you guys want to come and take a look at the new stuff we have. Host your own Scentsy party. Then, guess what? It's going to blow your mind, right? So then, with the host rewards, you can get those bars and make samples. Right? So how amazing is that? What else here? Okay, let's think here. Y'all, if you're watching and you've been with Scentsy and you've been doing Scentsy for, you know, the past few months, give me some ideas if you see anything or if you see this later. Let's see here. What else have we been doing recently? Scentsy Club had some changes for any of you who have not been here for a while. Great thing about it is they now get a discount, and they can even get a half price item. So when you spend $30 on Scentsy Club, either 1 month, quarterly, or something else. Is it still every 1, 2, or 3 months? They named it differently, but I don't know. Anyways, point is, you still have the 3 options. So if you do Scentsy Club, then you, at $30, you save 10% on your whole order. Then at $60, you save 10% on your whole order, plus you get something half price. And you could even use it for a whiff box. or laundry. Some of the laundry stuff's a little more on the expensive side too. So, like your tub of washer whiffs, what's that, $24? $28? I know I should know, but listen, I don't remember anything. I have been using it though for my whiff box, and I'm getting it for $15. And guess what? The value of the whiff box is worth more than the $30 you're gonna pay for it normally. So guess what? Not only can your customers get that if they want to, but you can also get it for yourself. If you decide you want to, maybe you're getting back into Scentsy and you're like, hey, you know what? I need to get some Scentsy anyway. Let's go do a Scentsy Club subscription. Even if you just do it for 1 month to get the discount and get the half price item, right? So you order the whiff box. This month it's got 4 bars, 4 of our new release bars. It's got a scent circle in it. It's also got a Scentsy soak in Cozy Cardigan. Now, bear with me, some of the scents vary sometimes, but that's going to get you a lot of things to make samples with right there. So you're going to be able to make samples with your Cozy Cardigan Scentsy soak, right? You're also going to be able to make felt samples, or I'm going to blow your mind again, okay? Listen, you don't have to make felt samples if you don't have felt. That's the other side of it. Do you have felt? Do you have any felt left over? If you don't have any felt left over, guess what? You don't have to make felt samples. All you have to do is take a knife. You can take a butter knife. It's easy to cut our wax. Take a butter knife and chop up the wax into little pieces. It's also going to take you a lot less time to do that. Not that felt samples take that long, but still, you can just sit there and cut it, right? Get you some little baggies from the dollar store, okay? And then pass them around. Now listen, probably don't want to, I don't know if I would want to mail them like that, but felt samples are probably better for that. But again, same with felt though. Honestly, you don't have to get those fancy little felts from the Success store. You can go to Walmart, get you a couple sheets of felt. I think they're maybe less than $1 each. Cut them up. Doesn't have to be perfect. My first felt samples, when I first started doing them, probably 2 years into my business, was the felt sheets, and I cut them into little rectangles, and they were so crooked, it was awful. But guess what? My customers didn't care because they were getting a free sample. They don't care. They don't care. And I think what I'm trying to say is the best way to get back into Scentsy is to just get back into Scentsy. You guys know what you're doing. If you've been with Scentsy for a while, even if you hadn't been with Scentsy very long when all this happened and then you kind of dropped off, you know what Scentsy is. You know how to share it with people. And here is my biggest thing if you want to get back into Scentsy. And this is what I tell all of our new people that come in. This is what I tell all the people that I talk to who need help with, getting more sales in, getting more customers in, getting more recruits, whatever the case may be. Share it on social media. Listen, you've probably got a warmer at your house, right? You've probably got a bar of wax. If you don't, that's okay. We can figure something out. You've probably got something Scentsy in your house because you're a Scentsy consultant, right? Share it on social media. In your stories every day. Make sure you're putting something Scentsy in there. Flyers are great. Don't get me wrong. But flyers don't sell Scentsy. Yeah, sometimes they do. What really sells Scentsy, though, is you. You. People seeing you. Maybe not your face. I don't show my face a lot on social media or on my stories. What I do show is my hand holding things. People know it's my hand because I got my tattoo right there, right? That's why I usually make sure to put that tattoo in there. People want to see you using the product. A big thing that some of the SSDs have been doing is spraying their bed every day, making their bed, then spraying it every day with Scentsy Fresh. I ran out of Scentsy Fresh, so I haven't been doing that. But it's a great idea because I love to spray Scentsy Fresh on the bed, and I love to spray it on my curtains. I have done a few things where I've sprayed it on my curtains. I use my counter clean earlier I did a before, during, and after picture of my stove because it was nasty and I needed to clean it with some counter clean. So I put that on my stories. I think I'm also going to post it in my group later so people can see. I used my bathroom cleaner a couple weeks ago in my bathroom to get all the soap scum off of there. And man, did it need it. And man, did it work good, by the way. I'm just telling you. Changing my wax. Using a cotton cleanup. Using cotton balls. Doesn't have to be cotton cleanup. Let people know, hey, we got cotton cleanup. But hey, you can also just use some cotton balls, right? They're cheap. Go get them. Whatever. You can just easily change your wax. People want to know things that are going to help them. So it doesn't have to be cotton cleanup. It can just be you saying, hey, look at this. You can just use cotton balls, clean this up, and it's super easy. And then people are going to be watching you for more tips and tricks and things like that, right? And, you know, be consistent with it. Listen, I'm going to tell you 100% straight up. I use pods more than anything. And I'm not super consistent with changing my wax every week, even though I should be. But I'm going to work on that, right? We can all work to get better on things. But showing people that you're using the product, that's going to be one of the biggest things that people are going to watch, and it's going to relate to them. They're going to relate to that. They're going to relate to you using the product and showing what your experience is with the product, right? So if your favorite fragrance is winterberry apple tea, right now I'm sharing the heck out of some winterberry apple tea pods because, oh my gosh, they're so good. So good. But again, switching your wax or changing your pods or using your counter clean, using your bathroom cleaner, doing your laundry. People love to see people doing their laundry with Scentsy laundry because you know what? It's really easy to do laundry with Scentsy laundry. You just pump your little, pumps in there and then scoop your whiffs in there and it's done. I was just thinking about that earlier today, actually. I was thinking about, if you have somebody, and I think I'm going to post this on social media, if you have somebody who has to go to a laundromat or has to go downstairs to do their laundry or whatever the case may be,
Mommy.
why do they want to lug this huge tub of washing powder or big old jug of, laundry detergent or whatever, or softener or whatever? Why do they want to lug that down there? Why wouldn't you just get like a couple bottles for Scentsy, right? You get your bottle of laundry liquid and you just do your pumps in there and your softener if you use it. I don't know. I think it's easier. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it would be easier though. But that's the biggest thing that is going to cause people to buy, cause people to share the product themselves, is them relating to you using it. The way you use it might be the same way someone else wants to use it.
Hey, Mommy. Can I put stickers on my tractor when you're done?
Yeah, I thought that's where you and Daddy were going.
Can you help? We're going to be done, then and Mommy and John will put stickers on Daddy's stickers on Daddy's and put it on my tractor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're done.
Let's go see what Daddy's doing. We'll see if we can go out in the garage and get it done for you, okay?
And drive it like a wheel.
Like a wheel?
Like this.
You're silly.
Come on.
Anyways,
Bye-bye.
I'm going to hop off of here. If you want some more help with getting back into Scentsy, I think it's 100% worth it to do it. Number one, we've got an incentive, of course. Number two, it's going to help you make some extra money. Who doesn't want a little extra money, right? Number three, I know you love us. And I know you want to come back and interact in the group with us too, right? Because we love you. And I hope everyone knows that I have no hard feelings over anybody who has not sold Scentsy in a while. I don't. I have absolutely none. This is a thing that happened that nobody expected to happen, that nobody knew what was going to come from it. Nobody knew how it was going to affect each of us individually. Hey, go back inside, and I'll come back in there in a minute, okay?
I just want to stay out for a little.
Okay, we'll be quiet. Thank you. I love you. So I hope you know that I have no hard feelings against anybody, and I am here 100% to help you guys. But I will also say this. You're going to have to make the decision yourself. I can't make the decision for you. So, if you're ready to jump back in, get with your sponsor, get with me, get with whoever you want to get with. If Caitlin's your director, get with her. I am doing the coaching calls, like I said. And I'm sure that if you tell someone that you would like to work with them and that you'd like some help getting back into Scentsy, then of course we're here to help you. That's what we're here for. We're your Scentsy fam, whether you think of it that way or not. We think of it that way. You're our Scentsy fam, and I hope you know that we're here for you for whatever you need. We can't work it for you. Doesn't work that way, but we can help you along the way. And if you do, if you work with us and we go through training and you implement what kind of ideas we have for you and your business, then I think that you can get right back into Scentsy and you can be there for your customers and be there for quit. I don't want that off the porch, baby. Then I think you can get back in it. I think you can do really good things and really great things, and just, it's not like because you stop selling Scentsy for a while that you don't have a chance to change your life anymore, because you do. And that's the beauty of it. So, I hope that helps somebody. I don't know if it will or not. Maybe it will. So, I don't know. I'm awkward. But y'all have a good day.
Good day.
I know it was a little earlier for Sunday sit down today than usual. But
Have a good day.
I'm super excited for you guys. And I know...
Happy Valentine's Day, Mommy.
Oh, thank you, baby. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
And I know that if you want to get back into it, you can do it.
Mama.
Absolutely. 100% you can do it. So, baby. So, you guys have a great day. I'm going to go help this little girl now.
And put